Someone's in their happy place. Well, this is always my happy place. My good friend is here.
We're at the Dago Bar.
We're at the Dago Bar. It's a Friday night. The best night of the week is Friday. Let's be honest.
It's a beauty.
It's a beauty. You can't beat Friday night.
Yeah, the only way Friday night isn't the best is if, like, you have Thursday and Friday off, or if you have Monday off and it's Sunday night. Like, that's the only way. Friday's the classic.
We're talking
the OG.
48 out of 52 weeks of the year. Basically.
Right.
Yeah, where Friday night is Friday night.
No, and if some other night is better, it's because it's masquerading as a
with
Friday.
something else, yeah.
You know,
because there's only one true Friday. We're being honest here.
Yeah.
They should say on the 8th day created Friday. Okay, so
well, it's because
it keeps.
So you've worked that day, so you're ready to just decompress. The next day you don't have to work, so there's not even stress on the horizon.
The next 2 days,
right? So there's not even stress on the horizon.
So you're like waking up Saturday morning going, "It's not Sunday."
Yeah.
And when it is,
because Saturday night you've got that little tick of when I wake up tomorrow,
I have a warning.
Right. That's the last day before
hell.
Even though I will say, for the past 2.5 years, I've been in the job that I've not dreaded once.
That's nice. You're in a good spot.
I mean, I haven't had that in a long time.
That's good. You found the sweet spot.
Yeah.
By the way, that is the redoubtable one. Thomas J. is a highly questionable Ronald J. Miliaccio. Welcome back to ID. We told you we'd be back in 24 to 48 hours.
And surprisingly, it's 24.
It's sooner because a lot of things happened today and tonight, and we'll get into a lot of it. But right now, as we're talking to you on the left coast, Mr. Blue and Orange Skies over here, who's already in a good mood, the feel good. The Mets are hammering the L.A. Dodgers,
and not just the L.A. Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yoshiba Yamamoto.
Yeah.
The Japanese pitcher that came over, and I don't have any hate towards this guy. No. But
he chose.
Steve Cohen went for him $325 million.
He did. He swung.
And he said, "Hey, we'll give you this." Yeah. And he took that offer, went right to Joey Wendell.
Base hit.
Joey Wendell. Oh, can he score?
No. Get there. Stay on.
Smart.
First and
he
second.
He took second.
Because he threw to home.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, first and second. No,
that's
anyway.
Big. So Yamamoto's pitching.
Yeah.
Kind of spurned the Mets for the Dodgers. He took Steve Cohen's offer and said, "Hey, will you match this?" They did. Mm-hmm. So, of course, the Dodgers built a super team. We said in the winter that we were going to root for the Dodgers to just
lose.
Faceplant.
I want them to faceplant.
Because they have zero. They should win
the next three.
The next three World Series. You're right.
I'm not kidding when I say that.
With that lineup, that pitching,
no way.
There's
no way.
Nobody has more talent than
they have
nobody.
Everything, and they have depth.
And they have a good coach.
Good manager. An ex-Red Sox.
Dave Roberts.
Who made the biggest steal.
One of the best moments ever.
The biggest steal, maybe in Major League history. Arguably.
There's not another one that even comes to my mind.
That steal lit something that, my God, changed everything.
There's not another steal that comes to my mind.
No, that is the biggest steal, I think, in Major League Baseball history.
Without a doubt. Game four of the ALCS 2004.
They're down 3-0, and they're down a run.
And he steals a base on Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, with 2 outs. And then the next guy up, bang, Poppy.
Was that Poppy that tied it?
It was Poppy.
And then he won it in extras, right?
So
what a clutch dude.
That steal, because that was 3 outs, it was over. Sox get swept. He beats the throw. And it was a pretty good throw.
And they don't break they don't break the curse.
They don't break the curse at all. Who the fuck knows what happens?
Dude.
I'm telling you, that steal is arguably the most significant play in baseball history. Forget steal, play, period. So anyway,
that's a big statement, but it's got to be considered.
Look at what happened after it.
It's got to be considered.
Look at what's happened in the 20 years since it. Anyway, this is IDD for those of you I don't disagree. Segment 1, all things NBA playoffs. We have one team in. We have one left to go. Where were we?
We're at halftime.
It was halftime. Hold on, let me just
come on, Nemo, you're swinging under.
As of right now, at 11:13 in the East. Hold on a second.
It's got to be after halftime at this point.
It probably is.
The Pelicans were up 9 at the half.
Yeah, hold on. Let me,
leading the Sacramento Kings, who we need to have a conversation about.
We do. Right now, it is 8:39 to go in the third. Right now, New Orleans is up 67 to 53. They don't have Zion.
It shouldn't be happening. What is Sabonis doing?
I don't know. By the way, earlier in the evening, Miami bum blasted Chicago. Well, I'll give the
No
Heat.
show.
I'll give the Heat this. They didn't roll over.
No, they didn't.
They're coming to Boston.
Well, look, I know we were arguing about who's better and this and that. Spoelstra is a good coach. He typically, for the last several years, he's outperformed his talent.
How good is Chicago?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean,
He didn't have Jimmy Butler tonight. He doesn't have Rozier.
They're at home.
If Chicago had how did Billy Donovan not prepare them better for that game?
I don't know how they come out laying egg like that.
Remember all that shit you talked about the Chicago Bulls sharpening them their iron against.
They won
Knicks,
the first game.
They no show.
They won the first
Okay,
game
they beat the
convincingly,
Hawks. Give me a
but
break.
they won it. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they show up
Billy
down there.
Donovan shit
They
the
were
bed.
they were down from the moment that the ball went up.
Oh, that wasn't good.
I don't think they ever led. I don't think Chicago ever led in that game.
No, not even close.
So look,
They were down by 15 in the first 7 minutes.
going by my,
I think.
and it's not my original theory. It wasn't mine, but I echo it because I believe in it. That teams are generally better by 10 points at home in the NBA. Okay, they should have lost by 10. Best case, they lost by almost 30.
Yeah. Yeah, because without Butler, that's an even.
That's an even game.
That's even, or the Bulls have an advantage.
Yeah, or the Bulls have an advantage. But it's at that point, it's a coin flip. 30
Right.
points?
No way.
No way.
Can't let that happen.
And I don't know.
And they didn't have Rozier. Remember how we talked about pressing the ball?
Yep.
And because you've got the defenders to do it.
See, this right here is my biggest fear. Because the Boston Celtics have a history of looking at a wounded animal and thinking it's a wounded animal. So it's no threat.
way.
Yeah, no way.
That can't happen right now.
Right. We're going to find out, aren't we?
Let me rephrase.
Oh,
Of course that can happen.
It can happen.
When I say it can't happen, I mean
here's
they
the
can't
problem.
let that happen.
Here's the problem. Before this rendition of the Boston Celtics, it usually didn't happen. Okay, they're the ones that have bucked the trend. Okay, so look.
Yeah, I mean they're not the Celtics.
They're not. They're not. They have to rewrite the narrative. They have to become that team.
Yeah,
and it won't be on paper. On paper, they are that team. They really are, but it's not on paper.
But most teams that become that team have to go through that
twice. Just saying.
Oh,
Most teams
they're showing these memories.
Most teams lose lose the way the Celtics did 2 years ago to Golden State, where they gave it away. Don't make that mistake again. These donkeys.
Well, they didn't. They decided we're not even going to get.
We're
back
going to get
the
there.
finals.
We're going to face an 8th seeded team, and that we should boat race and go down 3-0. 3-0. I mean,
right, and now they've got people saying that Stroh's one of the best coaches ever.
Yeah, and and again, here's the problem: Stroh was coaching against Joe Mazzulla, who sucks donkey dick. So I'm not giving Spo or Stroh, whatever the fuck his nickname, Spo credit for beating a JV head coach. Because right now, until Mazzulla has to change the narrative.
Look who's up. It's Kenny Rogers.
Well, this is not fucking Betts.
No, it's Kenny Rogers. It's
What?
It's Shohei.
Oh.
You know why I call him? You know why I call him Kenny Rogers?
No.
Well, because Kenny Rogers' nickname was the Gambler.
Well, he was. But he also wrote a hit song called The Gambler, so that's okay.
Right. That's
unlike this donkey.
That's why his nickname. You're not giving him that call. Fuck off. This guy's got a bet on how many strikes he's going to take.
So anyway, the Gambler got on first base. The thing is this. Look, I really want to. I picked the Celtics to win the championship when the season started. I'm not getting off my pick. Okay, but I would tell you.
In 4.
What? They'll sweep Miami. I said they'll sweep Miami. They should sweep Miami. Do you disagree?
No.
They should sweep Miami. Last year, my thing was they better handle Atlanta. It went 6. I said to him before this, if they don't sweep those guys, they're in trouble. It went fucking 6. I wasn't wrong. They didn't learn their fucking lesson.
Yeah.
Now the hope is this:
they need to shove these guys.
They brought in veterans. Like it's been to me, Drew Holiday is the big one. He's the big one here. As much as I love Porzingis, Holiday has the ring on his finger.
Yeah.
Holiday understands.
Holiday's the leader.
Holiday's the guy. And so not Marcus Smart in so many ways. And I love that. As much as I love Marcus Smart was a donkey. He was so stupid he was so fucking stupid.
He was a little volatile.
I don't care about his volatile. I understand passion, but he was a donkey. He was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He did stupid shit at the worst fucking times possible. And he did it so many times
That
over
was the volatility.
He did it at the worst times.
Yeah.
And Brad Stevens thankfully recognized it and shipped him off. Okay? So the whole...
And then parlayed a better version of him.
A much better version of him.
It's like that was
Drew Holiday was beyond the best case scenario.
That was great. Oh my!
It was
God.
great GM.
Dude,
It's a Red Auerbach move.
that was great GMing. Sean Mania just made Freddie Freeman look terrible.
Like Freddie Flusted.
Yeah, like Freddie Fartman. Look at this bitch.
Oh shit.
See ya.
Oh man, he wasn't even close.
See ya. That's
Drop.
tough. Lefty on
Down
lefty.
and away. Down
the
and
sweeper.
away. Yeah, down and away like that. Yeah, with some sizzle on it.
Yeah,
Some sizzle?
yeah.
Yeah.
A little
but
bit
look,
of that crackle.
Look, I really want to believe this team is different, but I have to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to see it. So I picked them. I'm not backing off my pick, but I have to see it. If they don't do it, will I be surprised? Nope.
You know it's possible.
But I will tell you this: if they don't do it, Missoula needs to be fired immediately,
Yeah.
barring injury. If Tatum or Brown or Porzingis doesn't go down, he has no fucking excuse. He has no way out. He has to win this thing. If he doesn't, he needs to be fired immediately. I don't want to fucking hear it. And I'm not the only one that's saying that right now.
No,
If they don't win it this year and they're healthy, Missoula needs to go. Everyone is saying it, okay? Because it'll be 2 years in a row, he pissed away the most talented team in the league.
Yeah.
He gets a pass last year as a rookie, okay, fine. But Stevens did what he had to do. He stacked the deck. He stacked the deck. There's no excuse. They have home court through everything. It doesn't matter. And this fucker better be the coach he thinks he is, or the motherfucker will be fucking some JV high school in the Midwest. Okay? On the head. Oh, stop with the pussy shit. Oh, how hard did he hit you?
Didn't seem that hard.
He's got a helmet on.
Wasn't that hard?
Oh, stop it, Otani. This guy's a pussy.
It's Kenny Rogers. Shit. That's gonna score him.
Well, they weren't going to roll over.
No, you don't throw that ball home.
No, you throw
Come
it
on,
cut off at
man.
second. Yeah, you don't do that.
Fuck that up. Now single makes it 4-2.
So it's 4-1, and the Dodgers are making a move in the bottom of the fourth. They have a runner on second. Otani just came home after faking the hit in the head with a glove and bat and all that shit. With 8 pounds of padding between him and the actual ball.
Otani walked, stole a base. Now he just came home on a single. I was by Pete before he moved.
Yeah, he was late on that one.
And then Marte missed the cutoff man, which allowed the batter to get the second.
That's Tom's evaluation.
He
of
just
that last
sailed
play.
that.
Yeah.
He sailed it. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You have to make it look like it's going to hit the cutoff man at the very least.
Of course. And that stinks, like the Mets right now. At least the fielding. So look,
4-1.
Look, it's up to Boston. They have a wounded Miami team. The guy that killed him is not there. You have no fucking excuse. If you don't sweep these guys, Missoula, just fucking go home.
The only thing that stinks about it is like we really wanted to see them have to
With Jimmy Butler.
bring their A game and just murder them.
See, the thing is, this doesn't prove anything
I know.
because Butler's not there.
But
They
if
should
they,
sweep
if they
them.
sweep them, it shows, okay, they did what they're supposed to do.
Why do
That's
you
what
think
it
this is going to
shows.
go 5 or 6?
No.
I have to see it.
So 5, I wouldn't be worried.
6?
How do you not call that a strike?
It's right on the line.
6, I'd be worried.
6, I'm worried.
Because if Miami steals
5, I'm concerned. 6, I'm worried.
5, the eyebrows go up.
Yeah, the eyebrow goes up like this, right?
6, you go. 6 is the shake.
Spock, Mr. Spock. That's 5. Actually, 6 is that. So look,
Motherfucker's gonna call that strike.
the-
You gotta call the one before it. It should be 2-2.
there's a
Well,
lot
what's
of.
your guy?
If you haven't looked at,
No, it's
who?
Kiki.
Oh, it's Kiki. Kiki Hernandez.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Janice's guy too. She loved him. Just so you know, so we're looking at tomorrow's slate. Oh, by the way, Sacramento's making a move, 79-71. Third quarter, 2 minutes to go.
What has happened to Sacktown?
Well, they lost those 2 guys. Off
What
their
2 guys?
Monk and what's his nuts there.
I know Monk's hurt, but what's the other one?
I forget, but there was 2. They brought up 2.
They lost 2?
They lost 2 of them.
They still got Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. Why aren't they better than this?
I don't know.
Can't beat the Pelicans without their best player?
It's bad.
It's doesn't make
Pretty
sense.
bad. They should have boat raced them. Tomorrow. So just so you know, tomorrow we have Orlando at Cleveland 1:00. Phoenix, Minnesota.
Good series.
Yeah, 3:30.
That's a really good series.
Philly, New York at 6. This is just getting.
Dude,
I'm getting. I'm
Dude, did you know that
I'm
Philly
getting
and New
wood.
York haven't played in the playoffs in 35 years?
1989.
Insane.
Yeah.
But when you
And
think about it, they haven't been good at the same
The
time.
nightcap, L.A. at Denver. That is a hell of a Saturday. That is a hell of a Saturday. I got news for you. That's the kind of Saturday.
NBA on fire right now.
NBA nailed it. They nailed it. They really did.
Dude, the NBA market's like none other.
They nailed it.
The NFL.
So, and then the Sunday slate right now, 1:00, Miami, Boston, 3:30, Dallas at the Clippers, 7:00, Indy at Milwaukee, and then OKC at 9:30, awaiting the winner of Sacramento and New Orleans. I don't know the updated status on Zion Williamson's whatever it was that he hurt. It was a sprain. It wasn't considered season ending, I don't think, at this point, but who the hell knows? So he didn't play tonight. If they hold on and win, he gets 5 days off before a Sunday night game against OKC, who they would have a lot of. OKC would have a lot of problems with a healthy New Orleans team. They really would. If New Orleans does hold on and win this game, and Zion comes back for that series, Oklahoma City is facing a very difficult defense. I'm telling you,
Zion's not coming back.
they have no. How bad is it?
I think it's pretty bad. I think it's weeks.
Weeks.
I think so. I could be wrong. Let me check.
I didn't see. That's why I didn't. I don't know if you saw something. I didn't see anything today. Just that they didn't. It wasn't considered season ending, but it wasn't. So he'd have 5 because if they win, he'd have 5 days off from Wednesday to Sunday because they played Wednesday night. So
And I mean,
I don't know how
he could
severe
sit
it is.
out a game.
he
could even sit out 2.
Well, they're in Oklahoma City,
Right.
You really need him in
So
game.
sit out those
You
first
need him in
2.
game 3.
And there's what? There's always 3 days between game 2 and game 3.
The first between games 1 and games 2, there's 3 days.
No, between games 1 and 2,
There's 1 day, and then
then they do like
extra
3 or 4.
So yeah, if he misses the first 2 but comes back in game 3, they're not in trouble yet. They got to win.
Oh, and you know that place will be on fire.
You're not in trouble till you lose on your home court.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't see anything that
I
said
don't see any
that he was done.
designation.
The only one we heard about was Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler. So look,
Everything's from 2 days ago.
yeah. So the thing is, look, this is Boston's to lose, and it was Boston's to lose last year and the year before, and they found a way.
Mm-hmm.
So until I see this, I'm not going to believe it. I'm predicting it, but I'm going in. Am I surprised? No.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, there's one problem here. If you're rating the coaches in this thing, I guarantee you Joe Mazzulla is at the bottom of most of these lists. And if you think coaching doesn't matter, just go back to last year. Go back to last year. Okay? Start with the Atlanta series and work your way up. It just gets worse. Okay? So, now again, he was a rookie. He was young. I give him a pass for that. Now, and he's got the tools. He's got everything he needs. He has balance. He has depth. He has experience. They play defense. They're unselfish. He's got everything he needs.
The team released a statement saying Williamson would be reevaluated in 2 weeks.
They're done.
Fuck.
If they win tonight, they're done.
Yeah, I don't even want to see him win.
Yeah, I don't see them because
Like-
they're going to fucking. OKC will sweep their ass.
fuck that.
They'll fucking sweep them.
I'd rather see Sacramento give it a
Sacramento
shot.
at least would give them a shot. But if Sacramento can't beat these guys, fuck
Yeah,
them.
no, it's true.
Fuck them.
No, Sacramento.
Yeah.
Who'd Sacramento lost to?
Monk.
Who did Sacramento lose? No,
They beat Golden State.
No, that's right.
At home, convincingly, I might add. So
Yeah, what are they doing right now?
I don't know. Like I said, when you get to these
Bad
single
matchup,
game,
maybe.
if Zion is there, yeah, he's not. But they were all. Here's the thing: Sacramento was 0-5 against these guys this year. 0-5.
Oh, they must have played him.
They played him in the
tournament.
play-in. They were 0-5, and Zion only missed one of those games, and they lost that one too. So, Brian Robin Hood, man.
Dude, that was fun. Me, you, Brian, and Mike talking.
It was fun.
Well, I feel like we haven't had like a conversation like that in forever.
Yeah, I missed it.
You know, like where we're just like talking shit.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good that he came up.
Mm-hmm.
Missed him. But anyway, back to the NBA playoffs. The Knicks are less than 24 hours away. The question came out today. You know, if you're the coach of either of these teams, because I think they went Philly first. What are you telling them in the locker? If you're the coach, Nurse, what are you telling them in the locker room? Like, what are you going to say to them before this?
Who started this combo?
It was on
NBA Today.
First Take today, and then they said, what if you're a Tibbs? What do you say? Which I found very interesting. Because none of the people that were answering this question have ever been a coach. so
basically, none of them said what you thought
they
should say?
No, but I've been a coach. I know exactly what I would say,
All right, let's hear it.
in either position.
So Nick Nurse.
If I'm Philly, if I'm Nick Nurse, what I'm telling them is, look, we have to get this to the fourth quarter. Fundamentally, we have to play better. We have to keep them in a half-court game, meaning get back on defense. And I'm willing to sacrifice offensive rebounds to keep it in a half-court game. Because if the Knicks get out and run, it's going to be very difficult for us to keep up with them. And I'm not going to say his name, but we know who we're talking about here. So I'm telling them, Embiid, he can't get back. Yeah. And Nurse has got to know this. He's watching them. He's got to know this. Yeah. So if I'm Nurse,
remember he said it in that sideline interview.
Yeah,
during
he needs to have an impact.
He's got to play on both sides of the ball.
And the thing is, he knows he can't move. Not quick enough. So if I'm Nurse, I'm saying, look, we got to get back on defense. I'm willing to sacrifice some offensive rebounds to do it, but we cannot let these guys get out in transition. Because if they get out ahead of us, we're in trouble. Okay. Number two, we have to go to the basket. We cannot settle for outside shots. That doesn't mean we don't take them, but we take them as a last resort. We've got to get in the paint. We've got to get the one thing about Philadelphia is they're actually a really good foul shooting team. So
a lot of that is because of Embiid.
Well, good.
Because he shoots so many.
Get the ball inside. Because the one bad leg or not, Embiid will get positioned down low if you let him. The Knicks don't have the physicality to stop him.
He couldn't do it against Kevin Love the other night.
Kevin Love is still thicker than the guys you got.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He's a lower center of gravity.
Not bigger than Hartenstein or Mitchell Robinson.
You think Joel Embiid is the first big man that Kevin Love has guarded? No.
He's always played undersized.
He's a veteran, and he knows how to compensate for his weight. They don't have his experience. That's why New York has to turn this into a track meet. If it gets into a half-court game,
farting?
No. And by the way, if I am, you're the last person to ask a question.
I know, but I'm just getting a scent.
Well, you deserve it. Anyway, the bottom line is this: I don't know what's coming. Maybe what kind of deodorant did you use?
Nothing different.
Nothing different. But anyway,
right, so that's what you tell.
I'm telling
Philly. What are you telling?
I'm telling the Knicks we have got to defensive rebound, and the ball's got to get. I want 2 passes up the floor before anyone dribbles, because the ball moves faster than the humans. I want a rebound. I want 2 outlets, and I want it in Brunson's hands, no matter where he is. And if he's not, you're going to the basket. 2 passes out of the outlet, and we go. I don't want anyone dribbling in the backcourt unless it's Jalen. Okay? Anybody else, it's 2 passes upside, and we go. They cannot run with us. We are running on everything. But we have to box out. And if we force them into threes, the rebounds are coming long, because on jump shots, that's what happens, or set shots. So we got to box out mid-range, get that ball, and get out in transition, because we'll wear them.
The bigs got
to run. And if we do that, we will wear them down. They will not be able to stay with us 48 minutes. And we have to be consistent in this. We have to do this the whole game, because they will run out of gas. Mm-hmm. Trust me. And he'll be the first one that does it. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's how you negate him. He's going to get his on offense. By the way, we're not doubling. We're going to make him beat us by himself. We're not going to let Maxey get off. We're not going to let Heel get off. This kid, this clown, what's his name the other night there? Batum. He ain't getting an open look.
No, there's no reason.
We're not going to let any of these guys breathe. If Embiid gets 50 and we win.
Yeah.
I don't care if he gets 50, as long as nobody else does anything. And we have 18 fouls. We're going to use every damn one of them, okay? And we're going to run him into the ground.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely because you have Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, and don't forget Precious Achiuwa.
Precious, use every...
So Precious would be undersized,
Use him
but
last.
he's tough.
Use him last.
Right,
though.
exactly.
When he's winded,
And
use him
in
last.
short spurts.
Yeah.
In short
4 minutes.
Yeah.
3-4 minutes. The point is,
he can also run past him.
If I'm Tibbs, I'm saying we are boxing out in the perimeter. We are forcing threes. Because I don't think, with the exception of maybe Maxey, depending on the matchup, that any of them are going to be quick enough to get to the rim on New York's perimeter defense. Maxey's the only one that I could see doing it at all.
Yeah, not
They
like,
should.
Yeah,
there's no way Tobias Harris should go by OG or Hart or the other or Heel. None of those guys should get by the Knicks on the perimeter. None of them. None of them. So you make them shoot over, you contest everything, and you box out. And when these rebounds come long, you get them and we outlet and we run. We fucking run on everything. We wear them down. And we don't stop until Embiid is on the ground holding his knee in pain. We don't stop. And again, it's going to look ugly early on. They'll wear down. Keep doing it. They'll wear down. You'll wear them down. And let them know right away, 7 games of this, motherfuckers. You can expect this for 7 fucking games.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, Embiid won't hold up 7 games. That knee will not hold up if it has to go 7. In fact, I don't think he'll make it through 5.
Well, when he's got to play Saturday and Monday, Monday's going to be tough.
The Knicks should be 2-0 before we blink.
Yeah.
2-0 before we blink.
And
then
if you're a big man, every time you're on defense, you are leaning on him. You are leaning on him, and then you run.
I don't care.
I mean, just
don't care if you foul out.
Right.
No, I don't.
Put
care.
your body all
Put him
over
on
him.
him. You lean on him. You make him shoot jump hooks over you, and you're
And
getting
on offense, make him follow
run,
you.
Run.
Yeah.
Run. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. Pick and roll. Make him
And
switch.
they do a lot of that high screen with
Make
Brunson.
him switch. Make him guard the guard. Make him choose. Make him. Make that knee do as much as possible.
Lateral. Yeah.
Lateral, everything. And you do that consistently. That's why I have that. They will not last 7 games. They'll be over in 6. And that's assuming that Philly will have a game where one of these two gets 40. Because I think there'll be a game like that. But I still think New York's winning this in 6. If they do what they're supposed to do. Okay? And that's with Maxey blowing his load one game and Embiid blowing his load one game. Because I think that's realistically that can happen. That's the only way the Knicks take it beyond 5. But can I see it happening in Philly? Yeah, 3 and 4.
Yeah, just because Philly's not a bunch of bitches. Philly's...
I give Embiid, and I want to be fair here, Joel. I give Embiid a lot of credit.
Their whole team is pretty
Yeah,
tough.
they're a tough team. And Nick Nurse is a good coach. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not knocking him by saying Tibbs is better. Tibbs is a hell of a coach. This is if we said Joe Mazzulla, you have a right to be pissed off.
Did they took the Celtics 7 last year? Right?
They did with Doc, yeah. Doc outcoached.
And they had no business taking the Celtics.
No, Doc outcoached Mazzulla.
A lot of that was on the Celtics.
It was mostly on
But
the Celtics.
still, the fact that Philly was able to do that,
there's no way, if you have any kind of a competent coach, you lose game 1 at home when they don't have
that was
Embiid. That's embarrassing.
But that also showed
fucking embarrassing.
Philly's toughness.
Philly is tough, but the Celtics weren't.
Happen. Yeah, I know.
And again, where was the coach to go? You better fuckers better lose this game. Are you kidding me? You better blow these. Where was the sense of urgency? Where was it? Put these guys down right now, because they could have and should have done that, and they didn't, and that's why it went 7. It would have been over in 5 if they won that game.
Yeah,
they lost 2 games on their home court. You fucking.
Oh, that's right. Game 5. Right?
Yeah, they lost 1.
They lost badly, didn't they?
I'm telling you, Mazzulla is as much under the gun as they are. And he better understand that. And if I'm Brad Stevens, I would make him know it. Going, look, motherfucker, I have stacked this deck. If you don't deliver, just start updating your resume and start with high school, because that's the only people that don't fucking look at you.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
If you can't win with a team with this kind of talent, you don't belong at this level. It's that fucking simple. What happened here?
Give up another fucking hit to Otani.
Bottom of the 5th.
Pitching to Otani,
4-2. Otani with a ribby.
Otani stayed back on that curve.
Yeah, he did. Otani is the best hitter in baseball.
I mean, he's a beast.
He kind of is the best hitter.
Look at this throw to third base.
What are you doing to Otani?
What are you? No. I'm saying, why are you pitching to him?
Well, is there any outs?
Yes, there's 2 outs.
I would have walked him.
I wouldn't have walked him, but my pitches would have been well off the plate or in the dirt.
And where'd you have walked him?
Well, I mean, I just mean not a 4-pitch, intentionally
Ohtani
walk.
is too good of a hitter to fall for that. You're walking him. Let's just call it what it is. And that's fine. I'm opposed to it. I'd rather take my chances.
Then you got fucking Freddie Freeman right behind him.
Who's 0 for 2, 269.
Freddie Freeman's one of the best hitters.
I'm less afraid of Freddie Freeman than I am Ohtani, if we're being honest.
That's true.
So,
but it's like,
if I got to choose, who are you pitching to?
I wouldn't have given him that. Now, that pitch was off the plate. It just wasn't far enough.
He went down and got it.
Yeah.
Ohtani's a great hitter. Let's be honest. He really is.
But so is fucking Freddie Freeman. That's the bitch of it all. He's leaving his breaking ball up. That breaking ball should be hitting the dirt.
He is 369 with runners in score position
Since 2019.
So he's the highest in baseball.
Like I said, he's a great hitter. It's a fucking pain in the ass. And look, most of that was when he was on the Braves, beating the shit out of the Mets 19 times a year.
So this is nothing new for him.
No.
Different uniform, same team.
However,
He's
Sean
0-2.
Manaea has not been on the Mets, and he's about to sit his ass down.
Sean Manaea.
See ya, bitch!
Baby.
Now here's good pitching.
As Tom shits himself.
The last time Freeman was up, and he had 2 strikes, he hit him with the sweeper. Remember?
Yeah.
We saw him look bad.
We did.
That time he fucking hit a dart in the upper outside corner fastball. Yeah. That's pitching. Because he's looking for that slow sweeper. And
so we come to the end of the fifth. End of the
yes,
fifth.
end of the fifth.
So Mets 4-2 in LA.
Mets are playing tough.
By the way, not to be outdone, the Red Sox went on the road tonight.
That's true.
And bum blasted the Pittsburgh Pirates 8-1.
Yep. Who are another over 500 team.
And that was pretty impressive given the Red Sox had a dismal 3-7 homestand. So to go out on the road and do this against a good team was impressive. Who pitched tonight?
I'm pulling it up right now.
I should do it too on my phone.
Was it Bello?
Bello?
Is he Hispanic? Because if he's Hispanic, it's Bayo.
I think it's Bello.
If he's Italian, it's
Bello.
Bello.
Pull it up. We'll argue about it when you pull it up.
Just pull it up, you son of a
Just give me the
bitch.
box score, you donkey.
It was Bello.
It was Bello. But give me this. Who hit? They won 8-1. Who did what here? By the way, no Devers.
Oh, so the rookie, remember the guy I was telling you about?
It was 161.
Rafaela?
Yeah.
He's now 167. He was 1 for 4. He scored a run. He had 2 RBIs. That's good.
Solid.
Dude, you'll take 2 RBIs.
I'll take anything because he sucked.
So Ja Duran, whoever that is, your center fielder, he was 0 for 5. Awful.
Give me the good news. They got 8 runs.
W. Abreu. I just gave you one. I'm just going down the list. W. Abreu, the left fielder, was 3 for 5.
I see.
Scored 2 runs, had an RBI.
There you go. That's good news.
Now, Ref Snyder, he's been around for a minute.
He's been around for a little bit.
He was 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI.
Solid.
That's better than solid.
Yeah, good night.
Casas, first baseman that you love, the goofball. He was 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI and a walk. That's good night. Oh, it's like, what we got here? Is that Narvaez?
I don't know.
Then you had Wong, the catcher.
Wong.
That's his name, Wong.
Wong. Yeah.
He was 2 for 5. 2 strikeouts in addition to that.
Any ribbies?
No, nothing. Yoshida.
The guy we spent a lot of money on, the Japanese guy.
He was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. That's pretty good night.
That's pretty good. Who let the win as the pitcher? Because they only gave up.
It was Bello.
Bello. What's his record now?
3-1 with a 3.04 ERA.
Solid.
Let's see what he pitched.
Yeah.
So he went 6 innings, 1 hit ball.
That's
2
impressive.
walks and 7 Ks. That's really
impressive.
nice.
That's a good night. That's a good night.
And Pittsburgh is no slouch. Then you had somebody named Anderson came in, pitched the 7th and the 8th.
Wow, the middle leaf didn't fucking blow it.
Well, I mean, they were up.
They
were up whatever it was.
Yeah, fool's gold.
Yeah, I mean, so it was 2-0 after 1, 3-0 after 2, 5-0 after 5, 6-0 after 6, and 8-0 after 7.
So they were in a hole they couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
Look, kudos to the Red Sox for getting off the mat. That's a tough place. That's a good team early in the season, and you're showing the might of the AFC East. I mean, the AFC, the MLB East. American League East. Yeah. Well, it is American. It's just football.
You were
not baseball.
closer with AFC than you were Major League
Major
East.
League East.
Hey, don't worry. I wouldn't have caught. I don't think I would have caught it.
Fat, drunk, and stoned is no way to go through it. Fat truck. Unless it's Friday, and you ain't got shit to do, and you may have
a new job,
and you may have a new job.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you never know. The skies are opening, hopefully. But anyway, look,
Neil,
we got a Donnie going on here out on the left coast. We got to get an update here because Sacramento was making a move.
Yeah, if that game's close, we could watch that for a little
We
bit.
should, if it is. It is not.
94-77 New Orleans.
Actually, it's now 97.
This is crazy. Exactly what happened in the first game is happening in the second game. The team with their star player injured who's at home is absolutely bitch slapping the sleepwalking. That's a hit.
You know, I'm going to say this. I really don't care because they're not my team. The Sacramento Kings and the Chicago Bulls
Ashamed.
are two of the largest pussies I've ever seen in my life.
Let's go ball sacks.
No, it's an insult to ball sacks.
Hmm?
Even ball sacks hold up better than this. It's like, no balls? No balls. No nuts.
How about nipples?
No nuts, Noonans.
Are they nipples?
Couple of no nuts, Noonans out there.
No nuts.
No nuts, Noonans. You Sacramento Kings, I'd be ashamed of yourself. And you Chicago Bulls, what the fuck? What the fuck? You fucking pussies. You suck at life, seriously.
So
you
let me
like,
tell you.
and I feel bad for their fan bases, and I'll tell you why. Because it was set up for you.
Yeah.
It was set up for you.
You were going to have home playoff games in Chicago.
You couldn't have asked, in either case, for a better scenario than the other team's best player. This happened in two scenarios, to be out. Because if you're going into their court, you're like, this makes it even.
But let me say this, okay? Because when I said that, you know, the Chicago Bulls were just being a pain in the ass for no reason against the Knicks last game of the year, you almost bit my head off because Billy Donovan was this mastermind who was using that game to set them up.
This has nothing to do with Billy Donovan. No, it doesn't.
This has nothing to do with Billy Donovan.
No, this is the players not showing up.
This has something
Let
to do
me
with
ask you, all right, hold on. Here's the problem with this.
This has something to do with everybody involved.
And
I wasn't just calling out Billy Donovan.
Those
players looked so good that last game of the season because there was no pressure. There was no pressure. They were shooting. They were acting like they were the fucking Don Juan of the NBA. And then they shit the bed when the shit's on the line.
That's what happened. Yeah, the players did.
Yes.
You think Billy Donovan didn't tell them what they needed to do to win? Of course he did.
No, look.
His track record proves it.
They didn't show up. You didn't let me finish. I was just saying that during that game, the last game of the season, you said that they were sharpening themselves.
They were.
Billy Donovan had them ready.
Did they blow out the next team they played? They did.
No. So then they come in. There was no pressure on them. Okay?
Of course there is. A win or go home.
And no, I'm talking about in the game against the Knicks.
The point is they knew the Knicks were going to give them their best punch because the Knicks needed the game.
No, the point is they're soft. Because
they weren't soft for two games.
When there was nothing on the line, they played like the fucking 86 Celtics.
They played great in the game at home. There was something on the line. They lose that game, they're in trouble.
When everything was on the line,
that's
poopy.
I don't think that's
poopy pants.
That's not Billy Donovan.
It's all of them.
It's the players.
It's all of them.
You think the coach didn't tell them what they needed to do in this? Come on.
Dude, how you just absolve Billy Donovan?
I didn't absolve him. I'm saying on the blame pie, he's way down.
Yeah,
He's way down on the blame pie.
It's all of them.
Okay,
he's not way down.
It's more the players.
Players and then coach.
It's more the players.
It's players and then coach.
Let me explain something to you.
Are you going to say it's the GM after that? It's players and then coach.
I think it's players.
Players and then
you
what?
Think the coach isn't nervous about this?
Players and then what?
It's just the players. I ain't blaming any coach for this.
Oh, please.
Nope.
So if the Celtics no show, you blame Missoula.
No.
But if the Bulls no show, then you blame.
I didn't look.
You said Missoula has to be fired.
If they don't win this year and they're healthy, yes, he does.
Exactly.
Yes, he does. Well, you're going to fire 12 players?
No. We're talking about blame, not firing. You're blaming Missoula.
They haven't lost yet. Okay, so let me see what happens first.
No, but you're saying
let me see how they lose.
If the Celtics do what the Bulls just did, you fire Missoula.
What if they lose in the finals the way the Celtics in 2010 lost, where the refs fucking blow the whistle, 13 fouls? Is that the coach's fault?
No, why would it
I'm not going to blame Missoula if that happens.
Why would that be the coach's fault?
I'm saying it wouldn't be. But what if they lose? They lost that way in 2010. Why couldn't they? They could lose that way again. It's happened before. I'm saying that
I'm saying
there are
if
scenarios.
the Celtics did what the Bulls did, you'd say fire Missoula. But the Bulls do it, and you say Billy Donovan had nothing to do with it.
I don't think he did.
Right. That doesn't make
I'll
sense.
tell you
to me.
why. I'll tell you why. Because Billy Donovan has proven over time that he can do more with less than Missoula can do with a lot.
Missoula hasn't had time to prove it.
I'm saying he got a pass last year. Now he's got a better team than he had last year. Now he's on
Sounds
watch.
like a double standard.
It's not a double standard. If Billy Donovan had the Celtics, that team, then I'd be all over him. Okay? Because there's no way. There's no fucking way.
Of course.
But he doesn't have that team.
My point is, he's got a team good enough to beat that Heat team tonight.
I'm saying
And
that
they no-show.
I'm saying that Billy Donovan warned them. Just because they don't have Jimmy Butler.
Whether or not he warned him.
Well, if they don't listen, okay.
Right, but you can say that all day. Sure, it's always going to come down to did the players do it or not.
I'm saying that
It will always.
They went out in New
But-
York and they hit New York with everything they had. So it wasn't like they weren't listening then. They
Well,
took
maybe
care.
they shouldn't have wasted
They
it.
took care of business again.
Maybe
They
they shouldn't have
boat raced
wasted it.
Atlanta. They
Maybe
were
they
listening then.
Atlanta stinks,
I don't care. They did what they were supposed to do. They blew them out.
but they stink.
But they blew them out.
And then they get into the crunch time, and
They faced a
They
team
pooped
that
their
was. This is the problem with this.
Pooped
This
their
is why we watch these games because human nature is the thing you can't
we didn't
account
watch
for. No, but I'm saying this is why people watch these games because you can't account for human nature.
Sure.
Those players will never admit this, but they saw no Jimmy Butler. Like these guys are done.
poopy dance.
And then when they hit him with some pressure, they didn't know what. Oh my God, they're beating.
What if Billy
then
Donovan came in and said, "Dude, they don't have Jimmy Butler. Let's go pants him."
Jimmy Butler would. Billy Donovan would.
What if he
never,
did that?
No.
Would you fire him?
Yes. On the spot.
He's like, "You realize this team has no Jimmy Butler? They ain't gonna be shit."
No. What Billy Donovan probably says, if you fucking lose to this team without Jimmy Butler, it's going to be on you. Because
Whatever buttons he
honestly,
pressed were the wrong
if I
ones.
have to motivate you for this, you don't belong here.
Well, I got news for you, Mike Brown. I'm looking at you too, buddy. I'm looking at you too.
But you too.
I'm looking at him, Mike Brown,
Yeah.
the coach of the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, they should have beat. Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? There's no way you should lose to a team without their best player.
No way.
There's no, unless you're missing
Not
your.
when- yeah.
If you're not missing your best player,
Well, not when you have your
both your
you
top
got
two.
one too.
Top two. Well, here's the question:
both are
Does
great.
Chicago have DeRozan is considered their
They got
best
DeRozan, Kobe White. They
Yeah,
got
they
their
should
defender.
not have lost that game.
No, they got everybody.
Yeah. Well, they're missing Ball.
Levine.
Levine, who's good, and Ball. Who was
Ball's
a
been
starter.
gone for who?
No, but he was a starter
When 2015?
last year.
No,
He
Did
started.
play?
He started last year before he got hurt. He was a starter. So technically, they're down two starters. Now, are they their
No, I
best
only got
players?
through 5.
I'm just saying this. Look, I'm just saying that for 2 games they looked like they responded. And then they go in there and this team is missing that dude, and they're like, "Well, that's human nature." The Celtics have done this so many times.
A lot of teams have.
Yeah. So
It's frustrating.
it's beyond frustrating. If I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, I'm breaking shit right now.
Yeah.
It's okay to go and lose to Boston in the first round. That's okay. But going down to Miami and they don't
in
have
the way that they went down.
yeah.
It's not like, look, if Miami had made this
Miraculous shot.
well, or like it was a rock fight. Miami
Yeah.
just slugged it out
Yeah.
and just made it, a mucky ass, dirty game. That's one. Like, look, you're the Bulls. You're not a great team.
You get beat by
Yeah,
21.
you get beat by 20. It's never close.
Never close.
Never. At any point was it
8,
close.
It was 8 once. It was 79 to 71.
It was like-
and then when we came back, it was 97 to 77. By the way, for those of you
Can't
scoring
make
at home,
errors. God damn
that's
it.
a 20 to 6 run. Okay, and yet they don't have their best player. So
I love when the Mets bring in role players for defense and they make errors.
it is fascinating.
Come on, man.
Hold
This
on.
is how you get paid.
That's
it's a
that's
routine. Routine.
That's Red Sox shit right there. You gotta make that fucking play.
He's a backup third
You
baseman.
donkey. You can't make that fucking
But when you're a backup, typically
he knows. Look at his face.
you're supposed to be good at defense.
He fucking knows it. He's like, I'm fired. He's like, "Lose this game, I'm
You
fired."
cannot give the Dodgers lineups free
No,
outs.
this is
It's the one lineup.
This is that lineup. You can't give extra outs to. This is not good. It's not good.
This guy's hitting 280 with 5 homers and 19 ribbies
What is
already.
he? What is he batting 6th in the lineup? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 6th guy. It's 280. It's not good.
It's insane.
It's not good. Pop up. Get that. Come on. Yeah. Wave everybody. Wave the refs off. Wave off everybody. There you go. All right. We got
That's
one.
it. That's it.
Okay. So that's Alonzo. Pipe Alonzo.
That's our guy.
By the way, we're coming back for segment 2 because we have to smoke another bowl. And we got to talk baseball. And, bad night for the Cavaliers. Our boy, Mr. Blanco, took it on the chin tonight.
Hey,
So
that's all right. He's still gutted through 5 innings.
He hadn't had a bad outing in about 4 games. Like
Gutted
maybe he
through
was
5
due.
innings.
I don't know. But we'll talk about that and more segment 2. And we will preview the games tomorrow, NBA, the Saturday slate. Big Saturday slate.
Crazy
tomorrow.
slate.
Crazy slate. We'll talk about this in segment 2. See you in a bit.